There are a lot of killer smartphones out there, and it can be tough to figure out which one to get. Do you want the same phone your friend has? Do you want to stand out in the crowd? Or you just want a phone that's going to work for whatever, let's say 2 years that you're going to have it. I've got two that I think are the best phones out on the market. I've got Samsung's Galaxy S7 Edge, all dolled up in gold, which is my favorite color. And like the latest from HTC, who's back with a vengeance with the HTC 10. So I figured, let me tell you which one I would pick. I'm not going to get too much into specs, and they're both fast. They both have almost exactly the same specs. They both have Snapdragon 820s, 4 gigs of RAM. They are both very quick phones, but there are a few things that make each of these unique. Let's start with the Samsung, and a few reasons that you might want to pick up this phone. First, if you are clumsy, you live where it rains, you drop your phone on the toilet, or you just want to take it swimming with you, IP68 is a huge reason to get the Galaxy S7 or the S7 Edge. It works well, we tested it, the waterproofing is absolutely incredible on it. Also the Edge screen. It doesn't add much in the utility department, but it really looks, I think, very cool. And also optics. Its 12 megapixel camera on the back is really incredible. The pictures can look a little oversaturated, but overall it's one of the best cameras on the market, if not the best camera. And if you want to know how it compares to the iPhone 6s, we got a whole video that talks about that. One of the killer reasons that you would want to get the S7 and S7 Edge is the screen. The screen is absolutely incredible. Samsung has the best displays on the market, 5.5 inches of QHD glory, and also now has expandable storage. But, and there's a big but, surprisingly maybe to some, this would not be the phone that I would get. My current fickle heart goes with the HTC 10, and there's a lot of things to like about the HTC 10. So let's start with that little slot right there. HTC does a killer job with their speakers and the new boom sound speakers on here, but there's a powered amp living inside that headphone jack. So you're gonna get absolutely killer audio through that headphone, which is a nice thing to have. Now, while the Galaxy S7 does have quick charge and does have wireless charging, whereas the HTC 10 does not, this has quick charge 3.0 and USB-C. It's going to charge very fast. I can get all technical with you, but just suffice to say, you plug in for 5 minutes, you're gonna have plenty of juice to get through almost a full day. It seems almost like a magic trick. So I don't talk much about this in reviews usually, but this front-facing 5 megapixel camera has OIS built in. We demonstrate it in our review, and it is really good. So if you do a lot of vlogging or you want to take videos of yourself walking around, it's actually the first phone, I believe, that has OIS built into their front-facing sensor, and it's absolutely incredible. Speaking of cameras, the 12 megapixel Ultra Pixel 2 camera is also really good, and I don't think it stacks up to the camera on the S7, but it is really close. And I can live with it being a little bit inferior. I wish it launched faster. I think the S7 launches incredibly fast. But if you're worried about HTC's camera, do not worry. They have done a killer job with the camera on the 10. So I mentioned IP68 on the S7 Edge, but the HTC 10, as well as every HTC phone, comes with protection. If it gets water damage, if the screen breaks, they will fix it for you for free. You get one free and they'll send you a new phone. But if you don't break it, they want to get another HTC phone, they'll give you $100 towards that, which is also very cool. Both phones have expandable storage, but HTC gives you adoptable storage, which is great. So what that's going to mean, it's going to essentially treat it like one giant mesh of storage, not two separate drives. Not what you have internal, not what you have external. Just one giant storage. Makes it a lot easier, I think, at least for me, for managing apps and pictures and music and other miscellaneous media. The big reason for me is software. HTC worked with Google to eliminate a lot of duplicate apps and a lot of bloatware. This is really close to stock Android, which also means you're going to get updates, I think, a little bit quicker than what Samsung has done in the past. It's been a little bit spotty with their updates. HTC is claiming they will be amongst the first to get updates available as they come out. And for those of you that like to root, this is a go-to version, I think. Unlocked bootloader, if you buy the phone unlocked from HTC, is a huge reason, I think, to get the HTC 10 if you like to tinker or customize. So there's a lot to like about both phones. For me though, if I had to pick one up, I think the combination of minimal software on here is the reason alone that I would choose the HTC 10. Having said that, the S7 is probably my second favorite Android device out there. So you pick one of these suckers up, you're not gonna be disappointed. What do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with my versus or comparison? Am I just gonna get screamed and yelled at in the comments? Leave it down below. Give the video a thumbs up. We always appreciate it. Until next time, I'm John Ranger from Techno Buffalo. Talk to you next video.